Hello, my crafty friends. I'm a week behind in following Sue Hiles through the alphabet of God's promises in Psalms. Last week she did that God guides me, um, Psalms 32 verse 8, and I'm going to do that today. And then I'll do a separate video for today's, which is helps the fallen, and that's Psalms 145:14. So I'm going to do two and try to keep them kind of short. But when I want to read Psalms 32 and kind of keep the context of it. So I'm going to read verses 8 through 10, but we're only going to concentrate on verse 8. Verses 8 through 10 say, of Psalms 32, say, I will instruct you and teach you in the way you should go. I will counsel you and watch over you. Do not be like the horse or the mule, which have no understanding, but must be controlled by a bit and bridle, or they will not come to you. Many are the woes of the wicked, but the Lord's unfailing love surrounds the man who trusts in him. So um, he wants us to be willing to accept his counsel, and not have to learn things the hard way. Sometimes there are probably things all of us have to learn the hard way, but God would prefer us to learn by listening to him and listening to his word. Um, And, he wants us to be, we want to be useful to him, and he wants us to be useful to him. So if we have to learn the hard way, then we'll learn the hard way. But he would prefer us to learn by just listening to his instructions and going along with the things that he wants to teach us. And I thought that was really good. So we're going to concentrate on I will instruct you and teach you in the way you should go. I will counsel you and watch over you. That's the verse we're going to concentrate on, because we're going to be the person who pays attention. Oh, and we want to concentrate on the positive. I remember when my kids were little, somebody gave me some advice which was really good. They said kids don't hear everything you say when you talk to them. So if you say don't do this, they'll miss the word don't, and they'll end up doing exactly what you don't want them to do. So instead of telling them not to do something, tell them what you want them to do. Instead of saying don't leave your room so messy, say please clean up after yourself. That kind of thing. Anyway, I just thought that kind of applies here. God says, listen to my instructions, listen to what I tell you to do, and then I won't have to teach you that you did the wrong thing. I want to use as the basis for my page, I want to use this song, I Walk with the King. I walk with the King to heavenly land, the kingdom of light, the pathway of right. Eternal his throne forever will be, to mansions on high, a crown there for me. I walk with the King. And then there's the I didn't take out the other page, which was the chorus, but I walk with the King, his child ever be, glad tidings to bring, his blessings to see. His love floods my soul with glory divine, 'tis riches and wealth, his treasures are mine. I walk with the King, though dark be the way, he is the true light, the kingdom of day. Some day on yon shore I'll hear his voice say, come home, you're my child, 'tis evening past day. Anyway, I really like that, and so that's what I'm going to use as the background for my page. And it won't all fit, so I have to take off some of it, but that's why I wanted to read it to you to begin with, because I don't want to I didn't want you to not know the words, and I left a little bitty place that's hitched out there. Okay, I'm going to glue this on, and then I'll just cut off the extra, because it's easier to do that than to try to get it exact. Alrighty. I think I'm just going to do this. Probably should have put some wax paper under it, but I didn't. Oops. Okay. just going to snug it right up against this. And then I'm going to lay this page down over it and hope that that'll work. Oh, it didn't quite go on straight. So let's do that again. I didn't tear it straight, probably. Because I'm sure when they made the book, they put the song in straight. All right, we'll just have to leave a little bit of... Good grief! Sorry, y'all. I really want this on there, and I don't want it to be messed up. I'm kind of concerned now that I'm not going to be able to get it on. Sorry. I'm learning the hard way on this one. Okay. Let's do it like this. Put it where I want it up here. And go to the top of the page. And then we'll just let it go crooked down the page, I guess, because I obviously didn't get it straight. And we'll cut this off. That way, if I don't, I won't know where to work, and I might end up working off the page, and I don't want to do that. There we go. That'll be fine. We're going to edge around the page anyway, probably, so, well, we will now for sure. All right, let's zoom in just a little bit. Okay, now I wrote my verse on this circle, and I'm going to put it on top of this black medallion, and I think that that will, and I'm going to put it down here because I know on the next page I'm going to put it up here. So let's just go ahead and do that, because this is obviously going to be on the page. There's no questions here. Some other things I may have to think about, but that I know it's going to be on there. Because the verse is the most important thing on the page. Okay, I like that already. But I do want to put some pretties on it. I have some of these, but I thought I would put that on it, but I think that'll maybe be too much. And I thought I would put this on it. I probably should have put that behind this. No, because it would cover it up too much. See, now I'm not sure what else I want to do. I had some green, and I love green, so I was wanting to use the green things that I have, even if they're not all the same green. That's okay. I also don't want to cover up. Okay, I don't think I want that. Okay, see, things are changing here pretty quickly. So I'm going to leave that there because I do think I'm going to go ahead and use those. But I'm going to stamp, I think, some birds on here just to give something else, because I think I'll use this one. Let's see. If I put that, no, I don't want to cover up. See, the problem is I don't want to cover up the song. The song is as important to me as the verse. Okay, let's see if we do it like that. Then I can put this over the top of the, yeah, okay. There we go. Only it'll be like this. All right, we're going to do it. We're going to just do it. Okay. Stamp it up here because I don't think I've ever used that stamp before. Sometimes they do better if you stamp them off once before you do the real thing. Okay, now let's get that out of the way so I don't make a mess with it. Okay. That didn't, if you can see, it didn't quite get that part right there. And I'm not going to try to stamp over the top of it, so I'm just going to kind of fill it in. It doesn't look perfect by any means, but it looks much better. Okay. Let me let that dry that a second here. Uh-oh. This cream color was on top of something else. I didn't realize that it was going to come loose. Okay. I like that. And we're going to put this down. You know, I just may not. I don't have much black and white stuff, but for some reason, I can't decide if I want to. I think I do want to go ahead and add the green. I don't know, just a touch of nature. Let's see if we can. I got glue everywhere on that, but definitely want to leave "I Walk with the King," the first part of the verse of the song. And on that curve, it doesn't want to stick. Okay, I'll have to come in with some different glue, I think, on that. But that's okay. Oh, that's got some pink to it. That might. No, I just think I like the green. We're just doing green today, folks. Just doing green today. one a little too hard. Got glue all over me. Okay. Then we're going to put this leaf on there. I'm going to stick it right under there. Got glue on everything. I'm going to stick this little flower right up here too. I may have to do a little bit of doodling on the flowers to make them look better. Okay, I'm going to get some of this I lost my pen that goes in this thing, so I put a different pen in it, which is not a good thing, but I thought it could last until I could get another good pen. I don't know. Don't know if that's going to work or not. Now I've got some rusty glue on there. Okay. Now this is going to have to dry a little bit before I can outline it. So let's work on the edges. I'm going to use my copper Sharpie because I love it, and everything's better with some copper on it. I think I may try to do a little bit of a scalloped edge. I like that. Okay. You know, even if we have to learn things the hard way, if we're trying to follow him, he will continue to teach us and guide us and show us the easier way. Just because we chose the hard way on one lesson doesn't mean you have to continue to choose the hard way. We've probably all chosen the hard way on something, and then hopefully one time of that helps you figure out that it's better to listen from the beginning. Because I'm doing these scallops all the way around, in the next page I'm going to do scallops all the way around it too, And I'm going to put music paper as the basis for that page too, so that they kind of go together. I'm going to outline the flowers a little bit here with, well, not with that. Thought I was going to use that, but it's not working. All right, let's use this one. Let's outline this little one because you really can't see it very good. No sense in even putting it on the page if we're going to ignore it. I'm going to put a little dot in the middle of it too. I think that makes it look a little better. And this leaf. And I might as well go ahead and do the big leaf, the big flower while I'm. That's why I don't always do this, because it's like once you get started, you can't ever quit. You have to just keep going. Because then you got things that feel left out if they don't get outlined. Oops, I went over the petal there. Okay. This Grace up here left from last week happens to have that color in it, so that kind of pulls it together. But I also realized as I was doing this that grace, it is part of God's grace that He gives us instructions and tells us how to live a life that will make our lives more enjoyable, more pleasurable. In a When we think about true joy, it's not an instant one moment of joy. It's a more long-term thing than happiness. And grace gives us instructions that we need to live that way. So there's that one. And I'll come back in a little bit and work on the other one. God bless you. Don't forget, Psalms 32:8, I will instruct you and teach you in the way you should go. I will counsel you. And then He says, I will watch over you. So He doesn't just give us instructions and let us go. He's there to watch over us as we try to follow those instructions. God bless you. Bye-bye.